Alright, good morning or afternoon. I am sniffly, sneezy, and a little bit congested. But I'm alive, and that's good. Howdy. So I've been brewing up a deck. And I kind of want to build this deck in paper. Ripples of Undeath is good too. Yeah. Okay. Each opponent. I'm not looking for. Okay. Let me reorganize my thoughts here. That's not bad. Cemetery Tampering's fine. I'm trying to go like a heavy. Alright. Words are hard. Hello. Today, I was debating playing MTG and using up our crystals. Ironic, right? We've got 8,000 gems. I was considering running it all into sealed, because it's 2K. And we make our money back with 6 or 7 wins. However, this is now a thing. The Arena Direct, which is also sealed. Final Fantasy Collector Booster, you have a chance to win a Collector Booster if you go 7 wins. It costs 8,000, so I can only do one of those unless we get 6 wins. Or, I guess, anything above 4 wins gets us another entry, and I'm actually wondering if it's greedy, right? But if we could get 7 wins and instead just opt for 6, that's an entry and some change. But I'd probably just go for the 7 wins, honestly. I'm probably going to wait until this unlocks and use my gems on that. So we will instead be doing Brawl today. And our Brawl... Where'd you go? Oh, you're at the bottom, aren't you? Is this another Squall deck that I was working on that I just never finished? Technically, yes. Technically. We can delete you then. So, there's a few commanders that I'm considering brewing. There's Squall, which I have seen almost nobody play Squall or talk about Squall. Squall's really cool. 4-drop, 3/4. With whenever a creature you control attacks alone, it gains double strike until end of turn. Whenever Squall deals combat damage to a player, return target permanent card with mana value 3 or less from graveyard to play. Excuse me. So, why I initially fell onto that card and thought it was so good is because it is not often that you get fetch land, ramp, you get land ramp in Orzhov colors. But it works. You can swing with Squall. Squall would gain double strike if Squall weren't blocked, which we'll have to theorycraft some ways that's possible. You could crack a fetch land, connect with Squall, get the fetch land back untapped, crack the fetch land, connect with Squall for regular damage after the first strike damage, get back that same fetch land, and ramp more, which is really good. I am very sniffly though. So maybe we hold on, I need napkins. I'm so sniffly today. It is so bad. Can I reach you from here without taking my headset off? Maybe? Maybe? Yes. I'm so good at this. I will be muting my headphones so that you don't hear the sneeze for your safety. So yeah, Squall is an answer. Squall is a potential deck that we build. I think we're gonna finish Squall today. I can't spell, that's fine. We'll come back to Squall. We'll come back to Squall. We also have, okay, we're gonna talk about some, this guy is not very good. There are way better colorless ones to build, but I had a good time because I enjoyed 16. Tymna and Crom on Arena is ridiculous. Tymna Crom, famous CDH partner pair, has made its way to MTG Arena. So you can just build like full control, try to get incremental value, and just win. So we might play some T and K games today. But let me see what other commanders there were. I was interested in a couple more. We'll just go main set proper. I'll also hit not collected. We have... I have a lot of legends not collected, actually. Hold on. While I like Dion, I only want Dion for the search foil. I don't actually want Dion to build a deck around. But let's see. We have Sephiroth. Sephiroth do cool, crazy things. It's kind of nice having a Blood Artist in the command zone that also gives you an emblem. I think we could build a cool Arden deck. Demons you control have Menace, Lifelink, and Haste. At the beginning of combat on your turn, exile one target creature card from a graveyard. If you exile the card this way, create a token that's a copy of it, except it's a 5/5 black demon, which also means it would have Menace, Lifelink, and Haste as long as Arden's out. So we're considering Arden. Very cool. This guy seems okay. Furion seems interesting, but also not quite what I'm looking to build. Clive as well, might mess with him later on, but not immediately. Tifa's pretty straightforward. Tifa just go burr, bonk. Wait, diamond weapon? Prevent all combat damage? Okay, let's get into the multicolored stuff. Gross. Disgusting. There's Squall. We're building Squall. Emmett just Yogg's... Is it Yogg's Will? Yawgmoth's Will in the command zone? Seems fine. Is there anybody that you guys are considering brewing? Oh, hey Grish, how's it going? Vivi's gross. Vivi's disgusting. I love him. He's very cool. Garland seems better than 99. Black Waltz also, we could get some wizard stuff going. Wizards don't sound bad. My mic is echoed and tinny. Ooh. Hold. How is it now? Any better? Let's see. I'm very sniffly and recovering from being a wee bit sick today. That's why I wasn't streaming all last week either. You're gonna go over here. Same. Interesting. I have done nothing except knock it on the ground. Higher frequencies, room acoustics. Let's see. Placement, room acoustics. Let's rotate it slightly. Oh yes, witness me at my work. performance mode? Interesting. How does this sound? Ooh. How about now? Interesting. I have no clue. I have no clue what the difference is this time around. Alright. I'm holding it closer to me in hopes that it would help. What if... It would be very funny if it was just because I was sick. And it's just my voice. Because I'm now holding it, like, directly next to my face in hopes that it, Let's turn the decibels down a little bit, too. So there's something with where it was positioned, then, if this sounds better. But... strange. Is there anybody else from the main set that I want to brew? Kefka's disgusting. I like Kefka. The Sin is cool. Choco's good. Noctis... You're guessing a gain setting has changed? Ooh. I don't think I've streamed... Hold on, let me check this. What song is this? Yeah, this is Toss a Coin to Your Witcher, like a remix. Let me check our logs when I was talking with you, Grish. 6/12. When was that? I haven't streamed since I updated to Windows 11. There's a gain setting that has changed between Windows versions. That's the issue. Interesting. Do I want to build Noctis? Noctis really isn't my cup of tea. Alright, I'll have to tinker with my gain setting after stream today, but we'll deal with that later. I'm gonna hold my mic next to me this whole day as I sniffle, cough, and sneeze. Lightning, we could also brew lightning. Alright. So we've got 2 color pairs, 1 color pairs. Both of the 1 color pairs we want to build are mono black. Cloud's not bad, actually. I kind of just skipped over Pretty Boy. So, hear me out. Let me go to Arden real quick. Let me just make a new deck. Go to Arden. If you do this set, you try brewing Hope. Oh, Hope of Spira? Actually, ironically enough, I managed to trade for one at my shop because I was worried that I kind of want one for, like, Commander eventually, like, in 99s. I'm worried that it'd pop off in Standard. Let's go Arden real quick. With 1 N, not 2. I'll never live it down. Hope S theme. The blue white mill. So hear me out. Right. Cares about demons is super expensive and probably not going to be your primary game plan. You just build a Shadowborn Apostle deck where you don't care about your commander, but if the game goes long enough, you get to cast your commander, yeah? And it costs 4 common wild cards to do this? Now let's see what demons are in Magic. Four more card types. Search for a demon, actually. Just has text. Demonic Bargain's funny. Let's go T demon. Cause well, hold on. Gutmorn actually works very well. But like you see the vision here, right? Like, you just play a Shadowborn Apostle game plan, not caring about your commander, until you can cast your commander. And if you've killed a bunch of their good stuff, you can steal it from their library. But, like, also Bloodletter. Bloodletter's pretty good. So, like, this is another potential thing we can come back to. It's incredibly stupid, and I love it. So there's some stuff with this deck, but I think that I am the most intrigued right now in Squall. So we're actually going to build Squall. We're going to play some TNK games, I think, after we play some Squall games and test out Squall. But let's see. Because the idea with Squall is that it's kind of Squall Voltron in that I just care about connecting with Squall because fetch lands are really good. Because fetch lands are really good. Like, we just do that, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Black, black. White, white. I definitely feel another sneeze coming on. I'll mute for you guys. Don't worry about it. I'll be fine. Go on without me. Let's check can't be blocked. Skrelv. Can't be blocked by creatures of that color this turn. That's useful. Changing Outcast. See, the issue is we want Squall to be able to connect, so we're trying to look for ways to make Squall unblockable. Can we search up minus this? Wait, no, hold on. Because that gets rid of can't be blocked by creatures this turn. Yeah. Key to the City is great. What else do we like? Target creature can't be blocked this turn. And you get to get it back and... Ooh. Wedding Invitation's actually really cool. Because you can get in 6 damage. And draw a card. And get a land back and ramp it into play. Ooh. Let's search for ways to protect Squall, actually. I'm also considering Celestial. Oh wait, that's just temporary. Swifties. Plaza. Plaza exiles itself, right? Unfortunate. If you could sacrifice it instead, oh. Heya the Inexorable actually has text, right? Yeah, Heya the Inexorable has text. Humans you control, you say. And it's a sacrifice effect? Say less. Target creature gets a buff and lifelink and hexproof. Okay, maybe. We'll consider it. I feel like there's probably better things that we can do. Other tapped creatures have hexproof. Invasion of Gobakhan, actually. Hold on. Because you can sacrifice it to gain hexproof and indestructible, and then you can... Yeah, you can Invasion of Gobakhan. If you flip it, you can give buffs to every creature that attacked. You can also sack it and get it back. I like this. This deck is going places. Hold. Maybe we do bring in some, like, protection-y things. Like Resto Magic. Cats you control? He's a cool cat, but he's not a cat creature. What is this? Priest of Possibility? Look at the top 7 cards. If a card among them has... Right, this is the weird perpetually gain stuff. Look at the top 7 cards of your library. If a card among them has flying, this creature forever gains flying. The same is true for First Strike, Double Strike, Death Touch, Haste, Hexproof, Indestructible, Lifelink, Menace, Protection, Reach, Trample, Hit, Vigilance. Then shuffle. Sure. Dawn's Truce, and then... Flare Fortitude. Alright, we have like 0 card draw, by the way, and 0... we have a couple cards above. We have a couple cards above. Now... Do we just brick in the random Guide of Souls because I'm too bothered to try to figure something out? Yeah, pretty much. This is an extremely rough draft. We don't have nearly the amount of card draw I want with Squall. I don't think we have support for getting stuff into the bin very easily too, but we'll test it out. We'll see what the deck needs and then go back and make changes to it. But this is Squall Voltron, which is how I will... I do think I'm going to build Squall, and it's how I will build Squall when I do. Because I think giving Orzhov the ability to get lands back is very cool. This is a hand. I like it. We don't do anything until like turn 4, but that's fine. We can discard it. Actually, if we get anything good on turn like 2, 3, 4, we can discard it, and then when we untap, draw another card. I like that. But yeah, I hope everybody's day is going well. I have mentioned it already several times this stream, but I'm recovering from being sick. So I will sniffle. I will cough. The Warring Triad seems fun in a Sid Artificer build. I need to check what the Warring Triad do. Let's discard Key to the City, discard Sculpting Steel. Unless they, like... Okay, yeah, that's fine. Submit 0, discard you. We're gonna draw next turn. Yes. Now, do we... This is tough. Do we think our commander's gonna live a turn if they play... They probably play Kuja, cast a kill spell when we play our commander, right? Like, yes? So is it better to... Yeah, we're... This is tough. I'm considering Ripplesing, but let's just get our commander killed. I think that's the play, right? Cast out our 4-drop commander with no evasion. What's the worst that could happen? Be cool. Be cool, be cool, be cool. Wait. Are they cool? No. That's well done, though. Very good on their part. Waiting until they get the extra mage. This guy knows how to play the game. My turn. And now I have 7/7. What's your plan? Please don't kill me. Yeah, I didn't expect that, actually. I thought they were just gonna let it pass, but then the moment they held priority after the mage hit, I was like, ooh. So, they're probably gonna do the same thing if they have more removal, especially since Kuja's gonna flip this turn. We don't have any creatures in our bin. We don't have a way to get up to good mana with Arden. This is absolutely gonna die, right? Like, against a Rakdos deck with 6 cards in hand, what are the odds my one creature that has 0 mana value will live this turn? Okay. That's gonna hurt. Got it. Oh, Black Waltz. You forgot colorless is not a 5-color identity? Do I just dome you for 14? No, we do Ripples, Ether Spark. Attach the Ether Spark. Put 10 counters on the Ether Spark? Do we get rid of Arden? Yeah, we're not doing anything with Arden. Okay, your move, Kaiba. We might just die, actually. I think we just die. We just died to 1/2 drop. Alright, yep. That's what I get for not playing removal spell. Harmonic Prodigy is such a good card with these wizard stuff. Like, I picked up a Harmonic Prodigy for the intent to build Vivi, but it works so much better in Kuja because it doubles up wizard triggers or shaman triggers, so it doubles up all of these non-creature spell, these prowess triggers. We just got obliterated. Alright, we put removal in the deck, right? Maybe not enough. Oh, I didn't even realize that I got a 750 today. Let's double check the shop, see if there's anything good on sale. No, not really. Alright, back to the gun. Let me piece together my removal. I don't think we actually have a lot of removal. Do we have any removal? No. That's like pseudo removal. That's removal. So we have board wipes. I'm gonna move all these over here just because I can't move to them later. Farewell and Sunfall go over here. So we have board wipes. We just don't have removal. That one is. We're gonna cut that for a better removal. Sephiroth, I think we're gonna cut. As much as I like Sephiroth, we're not in that game plan where we make a creature. It was wishful thinking. Raidane I do still like. Loran I like as removal for artifacts. Sword of Fortune Frontier can probably go. Pro instants and sorceries is nice. But are we casting instants and sorceries? Not really. Let's think about it when we, as we do more stuff. Black Blade is funny, so Black Blade stays. I'm trying to be cute with these removal spells like Ruthless Lawbringer and Sporogenic, but it might just be worth cutting. Hope of Girapur's Protection, rather. We'll cut the Guide of Souls for some removal. That was like just a funny last ad. Crucible of Worlds can go. I really want to do it with Squall. I like Wind Crystal. We're gonna cut Flare Fortitude just because I don't have any white creatures to sacrifice. We're getting there. We're turning this into a real deck. The dream is here for sure, though. Lion Sash, Invasion. I like the Invasion just as a means to pick apart a hand, right? Non-basic Land Walk is insane. Sir Ginger's too cute. We'll cut Sir Ginger. We can now add 7 pieces of removal. Destroy. What are my go-tos? Fateful Absence, obviously. We're gonna put Get Lost. We're going to do the exile spells, right? Stroke of Midnight. Exile. We'll take our swords, we'll take our path. Pretty standard stuff here. Put that one in. This is my favorite one, we're just gonna mark that. Phoenix Down is funny. 98. Do we just add... We did how many? A couple extra pieces of removal? Borrowed Time often just says, hey, your commander is now in the command zone, right? But Annex Sentry gets removed easier. So I actually think we bring in that because we want the creature to die so that we can keep bringing it back with Squall and taking out the most problematic thing. And probably also Borrowed Time, right? Spellbinder, maybe. Yeah. Alright, let's try version 2 like this. Moving on to our second test of Squall. We got absolutely brutalized by Rakdos Wizards. Hey, Kuja, that's the guy. I do need to play these games eventually. I've kind of decided on the next couple games that we're playing, though. They've been on my playlist for a while. Next Wednesday and Friday, we will be playing and/or starting Animal Well and Rain World. I'm not sure the order of which, but both are very much so on my want to playlist. Rain World because I want to watch a video on it. I'm like, please. You know what we forgot to add? We forgot to add, Shock Lands and Surveil Lands. That's on me. Yeah, that's fine. Sure. Grab a swamp. Please, don't grab the wrong thing, me. Ripples. That's cool. They're gonna take Loran here, yeah? Which means I just copy their Arcane Signet. Actually, we'll take back the Stroke of Midnight. They know about it now, which hopefully means they'll be threatened about it now. Phyrexian Tower. Nazgul. Interesting. This is hurting. But let's Lorien Brooch, hold up Path to Exile. No, not hold up, because they can just sacrifice it to Phyrexian Tower. We get rid of it now. Alright, what does this guy do even? I've played against him once or twice, and it was pretty cool. Exile target creature from your graveyard, make a tapped attacking token that's a copy of it, except it's a Wraith. Exile that token unless Sauron's your ring bearer. You just have a Cursed Marauder? We could get back Sunfall. But I won't. Instead, we will... I feel like they have removal, right? So let's just... Each player sacks a non-token creature of their choice. Let's do both. Let's just do this. It is the greedy play. But that's probably fine, right? What's the worst that could happen? That's pretty bad. That is pretty bad. Yeah, back to the command zone. Sure. Now the good... Nice, nice, nice. Oh, they didn't make a Sauron your ring bearer. Do I want any of these? No. So we'll Stroke of Midnight. Ew. And I guess we'll Sculpting Steel the Arcane Signet, as weird as that is. Is that whenever it attacks? Yeah. Sure. There's an argument for saving it for if they made Gearhulk a thing and kept Sauron as a ring bearer, but I don't think it actually works. Oh. Okay. Sure. Oh, be greedy. Do it again. You do have to discard some cards, yeah. A card, rather, I suppose. One... Yes, they don't know about my... If they have a protection spell, okay. I was gonna say, if they have a protection spell, we got played. They don't know about Farewell, though, is the issue, is the good thing, and I want to kind of save it that way. I wanted to see if they would actually be greedy with Gristlebrand and pay a couple more activations. But their graveyard is getting too spooky. Indestructible. Okay. They don't know about Farewell. Decline. Alrighty. Sure. The ring has tempted them quite a bit, actually. It is kind of spooky. I will draw the card. And now I'll exile all creatures and graveyards. It's fine. Sure, surely this won't come to bite me. Going to 7 life? Surely. Grave Titan. I may have jumped the gun. Yeah, Gristlebrand slow rolling their hand was very good for them. Yeah, you got it. Golem. Into the bin. Do it again. No, I will not be paying that. Alright, now the issue is we kind of just die. Right? We kind of just die. Yeah, good game. We even had it. We even had the farewell, but like, they just played super well there. I wanted them to be so greedy and dump their graveyard, but they did not. And kept a Grave Titan in hand. Well done. I think before we jump into any changes, let's run it back another time or two. 450 game of Brawl, Veteran Brawler. I don't want that on my title because that makes it sound like I'm good. Okay. I think the deck still needs some tweaking. I think I might need to cut back on the cute things some more even and just go traditional grindy gameplay. Because like while I enjoy the idea of bringing back these enchantments that reveal their hand and make them discard stuff, I don't know if it works. I don't know if it works like that. Alright, Squelv Defecto Might. Oh, you know what we forgot again? Oh, this is a 1-2 punch. Alright, we can now play Black Blade Reforged. Do we connect with Black Blade Reforged is our question, right? It's probably better to commit to the board, right? +2/+2 pro instants and sorceries. I get to make treasures, maybe double up on a removal spell. Alright. If you cast an instant or sorcery, copy it. Yeah. Aerith life gain sounds intriguing. Hello, Bahamut. Okay. So let's... I don't think they let this through, right? There's no way they let this through, right? That's 6, though? Yeah, I don't think we can let Dion stick around. Especially when they could flip it with a land, yeah. That's not an instant or a sorcery. You are correct. Very cool. Alright, time to squall up. Living in squalor, you could say. I'll stop. Okay. Sure. Give homegirl some first strike. Oh, that gives everybody first strike lifelink. Okay. Hold on a second. What do I have? I can get back just a land, is the issue, right? Do I draw a card? No. So we do this. We do this. And we hope. If commander damage was a thing, they would have had to block there. But it's not a thing. So, now we just have to block Aerith. Okay. They're rocking like a bolster thing, which is kind of cool. There's no reason not to swing right. Yeah. Because it buffs everything. Each legendary creature you control. So all three of these get like +6/+6. That's pretty cool. I like that. Yeah, good game. Our only out would be them giving us the card, right? Da, 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 da. Bottom both. There you go. You mill a Shadow Spear. That would have been good. Shadow Spear might have kept us alive, but alas. I was talking about how Aerith Aerith Legends might be kind of good, and we kind of just got blown out by it. Although I did attack with the Skrelv when I could have not attacked with Skrelv. So that did factor in, I suppose. Maybe... Is it just never ideal to attack with Skrelv? Is that the issue? The other thing being the Sword of Wealth and Power, protection from instants and sorceries, does not give creature evasion. Alright, this is a hand now. We have pro none of their colors. Oh, this is a hand, though. Alright, somebody please stop me from doing this to myself. I need shock lands and surveil lands. Give me my shadowy backstreet. Okay. As much as Ripples is good, let's pick apart their hand. Whenever you draw a card, Renata, we're gonna drop their Cultivate. Cultivate now costs more, which is pretty bad for them. Did they find their land? They did. Yeah, this was an expensive game for them. Missing in the land drop, and now they're... What would we take here? Probably... the Siege, right? Because if we take Una's Blackguard, they can just cast any of their 4-drops, all 3 of their 4-drops, but the Siege actually stops them from popping off a little bit more later on. So is this Pillow Fort Squall actually kind of the play? Let's get a random... we can save up for the Cat Lady now. We don't particularly need any of these. We'll save up for the Cat Lady and then like Dion, Noctis, Yuna, etc. I got a pack too, yeah? Yeah. It is a wild card. Brings us up to a pretty good number, right? Like 12? I'm so good at this game. So we need, I think, another board wipe or two. Maybe? I think Squall is one of those nope, hold on. Get me out of here. Hold, I remembered. Squall is one of those commanders that really shines more in a multiplayer format where you have players you can hit. Hold. Please. You. Okay. I remembered. Are we doing... Hold on. How mean are we being? That's just non-basic land. Okay. Alright, they thought this through. That's fine. No strip mine for me. Which is, you could strip mine, you could Crucible of Worlds, play strip mine them, connect with Squall, strip mine them again, connect with Squall again, strip mine them again. That's disgusting and I kind of love it. Alright. Moldrotha. What are you doing? They're reading my commanders, what they're doing. Okay. We're kind of doing the same game plan though, right? A little bit of self-mill, a little bit of graveyard stuff. Alright, Sunfall kind of hurts, but that's fine. And the land. That's also fine. We're gonna play Rydane. Are we? Yeah, we're gonna play Rydane. Are we? We're going to play our sword. And set up for a, not next turn, but the turn after, pretty crazy turn. They can just do that, right? I was gonna say, how much do you want to fight this? Because I'm willing to fight. I am for sure willing to fight. Alright, we'll ping them, draw a card. Ishgard, the Holy Sea. They were not willing to fight it enough, by the way. And they had a channel effect, so Rydane would not have worked. Alright, so we can play Squall, get a double strike in. If we wanted to. Instead, we're going to pick apart their hand. That hurts. I'm glad I sandbagged my Flooded Strand. Let's pick it apart some more. Look at your hand. Drop that for sure. Yeah, that's fine. An argument could be made to waiting, but I didn't want to. We didn't hit many things spooky there. Get a creature back. They are doing good. This turtle's going crazy. Alright. Let's Rydane. And then equip Rydane. And then play a fetch land. They'll give us a 9/9? Yeah. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We cannot Sure. I suppose. It doesn't matter. We'll grab a black source because Arden is in our deck. They're very close to doing crazy things. I need to remember that I can't search. Actually, hold on. I cannot search my stuff. Okay. Do you have a board wipe that you're gonna use? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Muldrotha. Okay. Okay. I have pro blue, so that's not bad either. Let's play Squall. Five, 6, 7. Let's play Squall. Hit you. Nice. Now we can... That actually is huge for us. Get you. Swords you. Regular damage. Now they have to do some stuff, right? We'll go face, because I cannot do anything else. Genji Glove, 5, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ward, sack 3 non-land permanents. Okay. Okay. Sure. This probably puts a damper on some things. This probably puts a damper on some things. I will activate it. I didn't need to activate it. We'll surveil. Into a graveyard from anywhere? Okay, we're not gonna surveil it to the bin unless it's a land. We're not gonna put it in the bin unless it's a land. Yeah, Squall in 1v1 does not feel as impressive because it's a lot harder to get in a 1v1, whereas in like a 4-player game, someone's gonna be open most often, or have a creature they won't want to trade with. Right. Cityscape Leveler's not bad. Genji Glove gives us an extra. I like Genji Glove too because it gives us 4 connections with Squall. I might try to snag one of these for my deck. But it feels like this deck is just really good as a generic control-y non-basic land walk, Palantir to get the mill stuff, self-mill your deck with ripples and the like. This kind of feels like the way to brew the whole thing. Alright, I do believe we're getting roped by Hedgehog Madness. Unfortunate. Their non-creature spells also cost more, so I don't think that they could have... Hold on, how much mana do they have? They got a lot of lands with their turtle. 3, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4. They could not have recast Ashiok. They would have needed another land. Alright. Yeah, that can go to the bin. Sure. I'll give them a land. Boop. 50s. But, like, having evasion for Squall is super necessary. Just in many ways. So, like, the non-basic land walk and Swiftfoot boots are needed in a 1v1, whereas in a 4-player game, you don't often need the non-basic land walk. Or you don't nearly as much, rather. That's interesting, though. Alright, so Squall is not turning out quite how I was looking for him to do. Let's run TMK, because this is a deck that certainly came to Magic Arena. TNK is a deck that came to Arena, for sure. If you're looking for... If you have a lot of wild cards, or have a big collection, and are looking for wins... TNK's gross. I'm sorry, Barnabas Cecil. Actually... Yes. Play one of these tapped. See what turn 2 brings us, and then we're probably gonna play Seagate. Never mind. If a shapeshifter becomes a copy of a card, does it lose its all creature type status? Yes. If it is a copy of a card, it has all copyable values, including creature type. Spellbinder. We'll take them with their mana. We'll make that cost more mana, just in case they found a land. Okay. What do we do here? It limits shenanigans? What were you planning? Do we take them of their scry, is the question. No, it's not worth it. No, it's not worth it. We won't attack, though, and just let them run Oracle into our Spellbinder if they want to. Which they might need to, because the... what's the word? The ability for them to get a land is probably necessary. Sid shapeshifters? Alright. Oh yeah, right. I definitely forgot about my one thing per turn effect. That does affect me too. Arcana of Emeria is not a one-way card. It is both players affected. For the spells, at least. Sure. I don't have another blue source. Alright, let's try to find a blue source. We're going to get edicted next turn, though, is the thing. That's fine. We did not find another blue source. We are probably still going to get edicted. No. Okay. Legendary rule, awesome. Wait, that's so cool. That's really cool, actually. We'll pop the jellyfish driver right now. I suppose. ECD gets around whatever else they're doing, right? But it doesn't actually hit any of their things, right? I don't think they'll send... Will they send all at Archon? No. Yes. Oh. Okay, sure. Interesting. Does that mean... what does that mean? Like, they're very clearly wanting to spell Sling. Yeah, you got it. Sure. Ah, that would do it. That would do it. My hand is shaking because I've been holding this mic for too long. I'm gonna need to figure out this gain issue post-haste. That's better. Archmage Emeritus. That's a spell that we can exile. Sure. Yeah. Yeah, I just got this little guy. That's fine. We're gonna ECD. Just right now. That's fine. We're also going to surveil. For this, I suppose. No, we need a blue source, right? Yeah, this. That can go bin. I'm glad I did surveil. Yeah, TNK is certainly a bunch of magic cards that exist on MTG Arena. It sure is. Now, I think if they don't Edict here, they can't Edict next turn unless they have 2 lands in hand, right? Yeah. Now, I'm not gonna be foolish and put my, commander in the graveyard to try to Elspeth Conquers. That would be a bad decision. Augur of Bolus. Alright, they are not looking for Augur things. Non-creature spells they control cost less. Do we... 4... I mean, we just put them to 1? We just put them to 1. It's not 1, actually. It's a little bit more than 1, but that's fine. We save swords, then. If we're not putting them to 1, we save swords. I'll get back a creature or planeswalker from my graveyard, which would be any of my control effects. I think we have this. Sure. Other creatures, right? Other creatures. Yeah. Snappy. Okay. Cool. Snappy's good, because that means we have lethal now, yeah? We don't have lethal. Counterspell, counterspell, counterspell. Got it. That counters creature. It's all the same. Have I played a land? No, I have not. Okay. Cool. We're gonna choose Otter here, as weird as that is. Okay. I should have tapped. No, I should not have tapped protectioned. But I'm gonna do it main phase. Because I don't think they have a way around this. Tim and Crom is wild on Arena. Timnacrom is a card combination that does exist. Now I feel like a fool for playing Roaming Throne on Otter, but that's fine. Oh, is it a wizard? Oh, it's a wizard. Wait, that's cool. The unfortunate thing about Harmonic Prodigy, this is the second time we've seen cool Harmonic Prodigy tech today. The unfortunate thing with this in Kuja slash Inala is that you don't control Inala. Inala is in your command zone. So you would not get double triggers. Yeah. Yeah, you just play Control-y until it happens. TNK is certainly something. Now, Grish. You could run Maskwood Nexus. This is me going back to thinking of Sid, right? Where? Brawl. Sid. Look at the different types. There are 14 of them. 14? No, there's 15 of them. Every type. It's just Maskwood, isn't it? I guess there's Amorphous Axe as well. What did you send me? Danes and Artificers. Very cool. Okay, you have one of each of the Sids, that's funny. Now, the other thing you could do... Oh, it's not for each... Okay, I thought it was the same text as the Job Select card. I thought it was the same as Machinist Arsenal, which is for each artifact and artifice, and is an artificer. Okay. Less good. Not as good as I expected. It would take some tinkering. So Maskwood is in your deck, as it should be. Time Sieve is too, which is gross. Love that for you. If you're running Time Sieve, is Tivit in your deck? You could run Tivit in your deck as well, if you're trying to be absolutely gross. Just the most gross, since you do enjoy your flyers plus artifacts combos. Alright, I'm gonna trade hands. Because it's getting very hard to hold this in one hand. Oh. Sephiroth. How do I feel about this hand? I see mana. I see Buster Sword. Do we Job Select into... Ooh. Yeah, the big thing is Sid stacks. I'd consider cramming as many Artificers as possible into your deck, but I don't know how good that actually would be. Sephiroth. How Sephiroth-y are we getting? We're gonna Surveil with a blue land. Your shapeshifters can be Sids, yes. That can go bin. Should that have gone bin? Probably not, actually. We'll grab a red-black now. And play a little guy. Just a little guy. An argument could be made for Buster Sorting. But... yeah, we probably should have Buster Sorted. We'll pass. They're gonna Sephiroth, probably. No. Black Market Connections. That's not great. Let's put some damage on board, then. Now that we know they can't trade with us. Do they do all three? Yes. Yeah. Makes sense. Oh. Black market connections into black market. That is incredibly ironic. That's very funny, actually. You know what's not funny? Getting no land. Sure. Why not? I'll take mana, at least. Mana is at least good. All three? Yeah. They are living dangerously. They are living La Vida Loca. Now, if they have a sacrifice outlet, we're getting emblemed. Would you like me to draw a card? No. I am at 2 lands. They might have noticed. There's Sephiroth. I will draw this time. There is a land, thank goodness. They get another mana with Black Market on their thingamabob, yeah? And there's another land, okay. We just blow up Sephiroth? Do we blow up Sephiroth, or do we... How much mana do we have after that? A bit? Enough for a Buster Sword. Let's blow up Sephiroth. We cannot afford to swing, notably. Swinging bad. Yeah, that can happen. Sure. Our 6/6 be getting kind of big, though. We can't attack just because they can absolutely just murderize us on the backswing. So they get 5, 6, 7, 8 mana? 9 if they play land? What are they doing for 9 mana? 10 mana. What are they doing for 10 mana? Not many shapeshifters in the white-blue color identity? There's a few. Target player lose. Oh, we're dead. I think we're dead. Maybe not. Hold. Math is for blockers. Unfortunately, we are the blocker. 1, 2. We might be dead. Yes, I would like to draw a card. Okay. Because I can only sacrifice goblins, right? We're dead. We are so very dead. Yeah. Yeah, Sephiroth's kind of popping off. I have seen in the 1v1 games, Sephiroth do so much. And this is kind of that inverse to Squall, in that Sephiroth in a 1v1 is a lot better because you only have to target one person down, and they're at 25. And 25 is not equal to 40 times 3. Not in the slightest. We did get an orb. Orb. Alright, cat lady time. Do we get a draft token if we level up? Do we get another draft out of this all? I wouldn't mind drafting. It's shoulder sleeves. We won't go full on degen yet. But we're close. Yeah, I think I have a pretty decent win rate with TNK. Just because Timnon and Crom is ridiculous, I do think I have a 0% win rate against Sephiroth. Just because Sephiroth is kind of doing his own thing, kind of popping off. There was a lot of kill spells. If I didn't get a land screwed, it might have been a different game, but it probably was going to be the same game. Let's be honest. Alright, I think I'm gonna just try to get closer to my mic. My left hand is cramping incredibly bad. Ultima. We are a deck that does not want Ultima to stick around, just an FYI. So we'll set you down here. Hope and pray that it works. As I run over my cord. Alright, we're chilling now. Let me slide you over. Hello. Hopefully you can see me better now. And I'll take my overcoat off, because it is now toasty too. Shout out to Ultima. I'm gonna be paying attention to this guy because they might have some stuff that makes Ultima work better that I didn't consider. We lead with Triumph though, so that we can Esper Sentinel turn 2. Yep, traditional Scrylands, etc., etc. White has a few shapeshifters. I think of the fishing guy. Also, I don't know, have you been using Scryfall, Grish? Because Scryfall has been super nice for filtering out creature types and stuff. I've switched to it completely from Gatherer. Yes, give me a card, please. I can play Tymna. I will play Tymna. I think the faster I can get out from under Ultima, the better. So if they do nothing here, ooh. Do I think they block 1 if I double swing? Yes, I do. Do they block my... they might not. Not with Palladium Mirror, right? Oh. I stand corrected. Oh? Alright. For a second I thought we messed up. I thought I didn't have what I needed. We don't have a... We do have Black Source. We'll go Black-Red, though. We're just trying desperately to outpace, Ultima, because if they land Ultima, they can flip into some nutty things. Let's drop the Ingot. And the Plains. Wait, we can do the thing. Wait a minute. Alright, new plan. Alright, new plan. Hold. So this is a pretty good card. I don't know if you know. This is a pretty good card, but there's a drawback to it. Oh, buddy. That is not the card you want to get rid of, I think. Unless you can do... If you can cast another one and get rid of the cat. If they can cast another spell and get rid of the cat too, we are in a bad spot. Right? Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Goodbye, cat. Alright, we need to get rid of Ugin. Desperately. So we will... Shockin'. They probably let this through, right? No, okay. Sure. We were gonna sacrifice it anyway. That's fine. Get a card. The card we are getting will be... We can't get Elspeth Conquers Death. We can't. We have to go for just a kill spell. Get Lost. Fateful Absence. Let's get Lost. Well, actually, hold on. We have 0 permanents in play. We can flash in Valley Floodcaller or play Mystic Reflection. Let's grab... Oh, Farewell doesn't do it. Yeah, let's just grab, like, Get Lost or Fateful Absence. Get Lost, I think. I had to check to see if, that actually did what I wanted it to. We'll drop the Planisphere. It is not working out in our favor. I really want to do the thing. Let me do this, opponent. Alright, I believe they cast Ultima here, right? So the issue is that even just giving them mana, we're getting Ulamogged or something. We're absolutely getting Ulamogged or something. Kozilek? Love that. You are now a Birds of Paradise, Ornithopter. Congratulations. From rags to riches, turning their 12/12 into a 0/2. The issue is, we still have to deal with the rest of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna pass. Because they can just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They can cast any of their Eldrazi now, just as they want. An argument could be made for Damnation happening, but I think I'd rather Get Lost plus counter spell whatever they're doing. Yo. Emrakul. Immortal Sun. Oh. I'm scared, but confused. No. No. I guess the extra draw, spells cost less, and creatures get buffed is much more useful to them than their Ugin, who is just giving them mana. They should be drawing cards, honestly, with it. Oh, no. No. I can't get rid of that. Yeah. Sure, I suppose. Alright, we're doing our thing. They are popping off. Draw 2 cards? Yeah. We are flood calling into canceling their turn. Yes? We can agree on this? This is disgusting. They can turn their guy into a little guy, but I don't think that they can do anything else, right? Hopefully. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. No attacks, please. End the turn. We did get to cast Ultima on Ultima. I don't even want to give them a card. We doomed? Pretty sure we're doomed. They can Inventor's Fair. I forgot about that. There's no counter-target mono-colored card, though, right? They're gonna do everything on their turn. They can get Flash if they wanted to. Would Flash protect them? Kimmel the Inner Sun. Okay. Sure. It might have Flash. Okay. Okay. Alright, things are looking a little bit more positive. We've been hurting for mana this whole game. I think we go Buster Sword, equip Buster Sword onto Chrom. Right. That's the play. This Ultima's giving me a run for my money just because I can't interact with him. Discover 5, you get a Herald's Horn. Choosing Eldrazi. Yes. Flying Haste. Cast a big dumb spell. Which will be Leyline of Anticipation, play our land for turn, pass the turn. They did not find an Eldrazi. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They can cast a 7-drop Eldrazi, though. They do. Okay. Yeah. Grafdigger's Cage, okay. Not worried about that. I believe we can, since we found a land last turn, we can still do this. Pay 2 life. Cast Barnabas. Equip? No, we'll cast Cecil. I have flash speed. I can do that. I was thinking in checkers when I could have been thinking in chess. For a second, my brain went full... I turned off full control and went full goblin mode, full aggro. But let's, yeah, that's pretty good. It's pretty good. You gonna leave that on top? It's not bad. It lets them pop a thing? They do leave it on top. Okay. I'll take 8, sure. How do I like the new set? The new set's been incredible. Lots of very cool things happening. Tymna and Chrom coming to MTG Arena is certainly a decision that happened, though. That's their second spell for turn, which means I get to draw a card. I can Doomscar at instant speed if I want to. Let's equip the Buster Sword. Let's go to combat. We can Path? Let's... Sure, let's Path. How are you, though? How's it been going? Has Mr. Hillbilly been having a good time playing playing the new set as well? I enjoyed this set a lot more than I thought I would, is the thing. Like, I was like, I like some of the games, I like some of the stuff, and then there's a lot of stuff from all of the different games that I'm like, hold on a second. This stuff is kind of fun. You? You and permanence. Yeah, you and permanence. No. I don't think I will. Pro instance. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. He likes the new set? Very good. Do we Damnation here? On their end step? Right? If it's a creature, for sure. They can't cast Null Elemental Blast. They can do it on my turn, which is spooky. Let's conjure the power 9. Hold on, how much mana do we have? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5, 6, 7, 8. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We don't do anything then. We chill. They can blow up or attempt to blow up Crom if they want to. They probably will, actually. In which case, we conjure the power 9. Then Tef Pro, then Damnation. Okay. But I've been sniffly and sick the last week, so I've been recovering from that. Which was a little bit of a bummer, but kind of a good thing, because I was gonna do Sealed last Friday, but instead was sick and didn't stream, so I had all the gems, and I might try to use the gems on the win a box thing that they've got going on now, and instead just play Degenerate Commander stuff, because sure, why not? Like, this hand is just terrible. This entire hand is just terrible. Can you cast a spell? Oh, wait. They can cast it for... No, they can't. What's going on? Oh, Mystic Forge. Okay. Is it Exile Until? Yes. So Kimmel the Inner Sun works because Grafdigger's Cage says they can't cast them from the library, but this exiles until they hit the card. So they're casting it from exile. Okay. I see it. We have not let Ultima blight any of our lands, thankfully. But it was touch and go for a second. I think we're beating an Emrakul. I do think we are beating an Emrakul, and an Ugin. And a Kozilek, and a Parrot. Like, seeing what they played, we should not have won. I do think we win, though. It's not a guarantee, I suppose. Yep, you go. You can absolutely go. I did kind of miss them having Inventor's Fair live. I could have waited until they cast a spell or something to Ultima, but I didn't want them doing something weird. Honestly, I didn't want them drawing a card, basically. But it probably would have been better to have them cast a spell and deprive them of a card than to draw a card, right? But getting to cast... Ultima exiles itself, doesn't it? Yeah. Getting to cast Ultima at flash speed is really funny. Especially against Ultima. Alright, where is my tissue box? But yeah, no, I believe we won that game pretty resoundingly because we had 9 power on board. We would have needed to... Because we could flash in this. Teferi's Protection and then Damnation on top of that. Or, no, we'd have to Damnation and then Teferi's Protection. Because we wouldn't have been able to flash Damnation in. Honestly, we just... cast Oracle, Cecil, Tefpro, right? There's probably other better ways to do that, but let's move on to another game. Hang out, chill. What are we at? 375. I do think we get a draft at the end of this. So let's win our games and be degenerate while we bully people with Timna Crom, and we'll get to draft for free because of it. Hooray! Well, not draft for free, draft for $14.99. Technically. Some arena updates were posted in the... probably just the weekly MTG update. This time we will be turn 2ing the Seagate. We need to get a red source here, so we're probably getting red white. It really doesn't matter. Red blue? Red blue. Is there a red blue? Yeah, we have Thundering Falls. Pact can go. Pact is not doing much for us. Now we don't need to, so we will pass. Holding on to Seagate and potentially like getting Barnabas with Buster Sword casting Seagate Restoration sounds incredible. Yeah, you got it. Yup. Now if they stifle my ability, I'm gonna look like a fool here. Okay, they did not. Surveil for white. No, black-red, right? No, yeah, black-red. You. Sure. Let's get this countered because I'd rather have this one get countered than the other one. Yep. Looks like we will still be Seagate Restoration, the land. Never mind, we are so good at this game. Now let's get Cecil countered. They did not. Do they bounce? Boom, I will pay 0 life to draw 0 cards. Let's go. What do they have, then? That's not good. That's, really, really bad, actually, because we don't have a white source. Uh-oh. I probably should have looked at all the double white pips in my mana base and, acted accordingly. We should have got black-white land. Never punished off the top? Almost. But close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. This is gonna be a tough turn. This is gonna be a tough turn. Decline, pay 0. Uh-oh. Sure. I'll just get domed for 6, why not? Now the issue is they probably have interaction in their 3 cards, I would assume. Right? We are kind of hurting across all colors, actually. We could have fetched way better. Is that a temple? No. Interesting. Okay, no blocks. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is it Hullbreaker Horror? Is that the card they're sandbagging? And if so... yeah, I'll swing with you too, why not? Mox Pearl can go bottom. We're not looking for Moxons. They absolutely have a Hullbreaker Horror. We are gonna die this turn? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's just run it out. Like, you got it. I know they have it. Oh, mana drain. Okay. Alright, it's not Hullbreaker Horror. But this probably is, right? I forgot about the last part of her effect. You know, that's pretty good. That is pretty good. So now they have a free counter spell or we board wipe. It is just that. Those are our options for how this game ends. Or they have a land drop that I forgot about, and shock it in so they can cast a free 2-drop counter spell. That also works. Hit him with a GG. Had to do it. Had to do it. They had exactly a Spell Pierce, so if we drew a land, we would have been fought. We didn't shock in Seagate. We didn't shock in Seagate and we died for it. If they had another counterspell, so be it, but we could have saved ourselves there if they didn't. Yes, we'd go to 7. But 7 is not dead. So that was a punt on our part. I had to play to the Spell Pierce out, apparently. Although at that point, there's a chance we just die to the turtle still. Like any of the hasty boys. They're looking at Barnabas Crom. You. For anybody unaware, Talrand is top 5 least favorite commanders ever. As much as I want you, Kefka, I need lands. Top 5 least favorite commanders ever. Why? No clue. Just hate the guy. We really don't need to do this. We can either Swan Song or Swords to Plowshares if we need to. We do need a land, though. Whatever we do. Sure. Opt happens. I hate this guy. All the other Skyfall people? Sure. Fine. Nice. That's not a... Uh-oh. Whoa. Uh-oh. Sure. Yeah. That's not good. Oh, thank goodness. I thought we were gonna have to scoop of shame. No, we can't. As much as I like you, you can't be in there. Not when I don't have a land on top. Yep. Swords to Plowshares. Swan Song. I hate that guy. I didn't need to Swan Song there, I realize. But it sets up for this. Thank goodness. Thank goodness we have a way to deal with, stuff. Okay. No. Oh. I am getting called. I'll be right back. It was a package. They probably shouldn't let this live. Right? Yeah. Oh, they gave it back to me. How kind of you. Okay. Your move. Alright, we now have a hand that is pretty good. No. Ooh. Ooh. Tricky. Also, it's very funny. My frog got buffed because of the otter spell. No, thank you. I would like some mana, please. Alright, things are happening. If we do this... What? We connect for damage, swing... Whoops. We play Teferi. Whoopsies.
No, I am not making this up as I go.
That was big whoopsies. We lost a lot of mana. Witness protection. They can now cast another creature spell if they want to. You probably should do that. What now? Get an instant or sorcery. Okay. Mana drain.
Oh, I've done the hero thing before.
Cast with As Foretold. I forgot about their, they can't cast spells at... Oh. Right, they can't cast spells past... Got it. What? I forgot. It's bad, Tef. It's bad, Teferi. Uh-oh. I forgot about the fact that Teferi is changed on Arena to only be during your turn and not anytime they could cast stuff. Uh-oh. Sure. Sure.
Sure.
Yeah, that makes sense. Cast with As Foretold. Get it countered. Yup. Take action. Cast you. I didn't think I'd get this far. Board wipe. Ah, yep. We gave them the game, question mark. If they have a singular bounce spell, we gave them the game. Okay, they do not have a bounce spell. We go to 1 when we sacrifice our Scalding Tarn. Sure, we'll go to 1. Why not? Surveil. You. If it's a land, that's not great. That's still not great. Don't like that. My turn. Untap. Upkeep. Do they have a spell? Uh-oh. Okay. Command zone. So we need to send the team. Ah. Yeah, they got it. GG's. Back to the command zone. I hate this guy with a burning passion. With a burning passion. Why? I don't have a reason. I just hate Talrand. Let's check a thing here. I got my, Scalefast package. And I've heard issues. Let's not dox myself. I've heard issues with, you know. So, this blunder was 100% on me. I definitely forgot that Teferi was changed, by the way. To be only during your turn, not just any time. But I want to open my secret lair now. Alright, stuff looks like it rolled through. I'm alright with it. That's good enough for me. Yeah, I definitely could have avoided that whole loss probably if I didn't let Teferi die, because I thought that they couldn't respond on their turn. That was a huge blunder. Actually, while we're doing this, let me break out some sleeves. I will be opening these and sleeving them up. I stayed in line, saved up some money, did manage to snag the Final Fantasy stuff. So, let's see how it goes. This is a hand. It does exist. I do kind of like it if we get a blue source. Do I like it if we get a blue source? We're trying to counter a Tali, is the thing, no matter what we're doing. So we just gotta hope that it works. Well, now at the very least, we can bounce Atali so they can replay it the next turn, right? Because that's what we like to do. We're already in the habit of punting. Oh, what am I doing? I have these sleeves right here. Whatever. Oh. There goes the value. Straight to the bottom. Thank you for being a part of Secret Lair. The finest weapons that have inherited the hopes of those who fight. Ooh. Nice. Very good top deck. Very glad I did what I did.
I want to check the bonus card at the back. Is what I really want to do. We got a Forge New at the back, so nothing crazy. Okay, I was so confused. So the very first card in the weapons one is Yuna's summoning staff. The very first card in the Grimoires is Yuna's holy magic, and I saw Yuna on the front of that one too. I'm like, what is going on here? Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's bounce their guy. The only other person on site that understands even remotely what you're talking about? You know, yeah. They're like, please, you get it. Alright, we did get Polluted Delta, which will help us with Atali. They probably... I don't know, Teferi's a lot of value. Not with what we're doing. 100% not with what we're doing. But a lot of value. Yeah. Yeah, that happens. Take action. Back to the command zone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we can afford to put Chromatic Lantern, but we can only afford to do it with without Steam Vents tapped. Okay. Yeah.
I've got it.
Nope. Nice try, game. Nice try. I saw what you were. No, thank you. Do they scoop? No. We'll sack this lane. Your relationship swings wildly between thank God you can do this and oh no, you can do this. Actually we'll keep that. Sure. Cause we are just kind of dropping a bolus to Citadel.
Might be a bad idea.
We will barn a bit. We're gonna do this. Yes, we're gonna do this. Okay. Alright, that could have gone worse for them, but it's not great. Hold. Oh, I just noticed their name is Whiskey Pete. Alright, they're probably not gonna be happy here. Evoke. Yeah, they're not gonna be happy here. They probably scoop here. Yep, immediately too. Psych Rift, damn, Heroic Intervention, Silence. I thought Silent, maybe I just am conflating the bonus cards with having seen the bonus cards already versus not. I'm just trying to make sure everything comes through alright. Because I will be absolutely jamming these. Alright, and then Primogenesis was our... Hold on. Is that really... Maybe they don't all come with bonus cards. That would be weird if they did. Alright, we need 2 more wins, and then we can run draft. And I believe we're gonna do that. I will start sleeving up these cards, though. Because they are pretty, but they will Pringle. They will Pringle for sure. I like it. Shout out to our 2nd in a row Atali. Alright, this gets questionable. I will counter their Mana Dork if they want to try to get cute with it. Alright, not a Mana Dork. Surveil. Removal for if one gets through? Actually, hold on. Archon of Emeria is incredible with what they're doing, right? No thank you. You can have a bird. Yeah, I'm okay with this now. Having sold the Fancy Foil AC Dragon recently, the Fancy Foil New Art one probably sells for a small fortune. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh. Okay. Well, they're Italianing next turn. And their bird gets big. And their bird gets huge. The fact that Meteor Fall exists, by the way, as what it is I might start playing Meteor Fall more in some of my decks. If, I feel like if the Psychrift card was something from I don't know, was Final Fantasy 13 super duper popular? Because if 13 was super popular, then it makes sense. But if it wasn't... Yeah, I think Silence was the bonus card. We have to... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If they have exactly Lightning Bolt in their hand, this is really bad for us. We have to play to the fact that they don't. Devilish Valet. Okay, so they know about that. Okay. Alright, these cards are kind of popping too. The foiling process on them. Alright, wasn't Colossus Hammer in the precon though? Alright, no blocks. I'll be taking a bit of damage. And then Armager Unleashed. Okay. Now... Now we get weird, right? We have 4, 5. We can do this. This is really weird. If they have removal spell they've been sandbagging, we probably lose. If they don't, it's 50-50. Yep. Yep. Are you gonna cast a Tali, is the question. Three, 6. 7, 8, 9. They have so much mana. We might need to just... I don't know what we need to do. We need to cry a little. They have a spell that they can cast. It's fine. I'm not blocking. Because then we do lose. If they do cast a tally, what then? We might just lose, right? Right? Maybe. Okay, wait. That's good. It's very good. Wait, hold on. No attacks. Main phase. You. Exile target tapped creature. The Devilish Valet goes. I gain a couple life. Enter. Are they turning? Oh, were they gonna turn? Oh, it's just legendary creature. Okay. All right, they can only cast one spell. Make it count. That's a pretty good spell. No fetch line. No fetch line. Oh, fetch line's enter tapped anyway. That's fine. They have so much mana, though. Okay. Swing with both? Yup. Yuji, save me. Or Yuta, save me. Yuta Takahashi. Okay. Can be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less. So we make our otter guy into not 2 or less. Actually, we make both of them not 2 or less, right? We can trade with them if this happens. Yeah, okay, this is the play. Okay. We can't do anything else. I can now block with Valley Floodcaller. We are staying so close to being afloat. If they have trample, we die. Right? But that's fine. Pass to blockers. Block here. Yes. Before blocks, cast this. Sacrifice you. Get a card. Any card I want. Any card I desire, even. Odin. Odin? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Odin. Okay. No trample? Okay. Damage. Hold. Yes. Yes. They're not gonna be happy about this, but yes. They hit my Chroma's Will and their Professional Facebreaker. Ooh, okay. Exile you, gain some life. Cast you, pop a tally. Atali is not a god, so Atali cannot gain indestructible. I cannot do anything else. I will play my Surveil land. Surveil a planes to the bottom. Or to the bin, rather. And they have to play a tally if they don't want to die, if they don't have a creature. Mythweaver Pawk. Okay. I guess I could do both, yeah? Pawk becomes a god. Whoa, okay. We got there. Do we get to summon Primal Odin someone to death? Yeah! Whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, that player loses the game. We were fighting for our life against this deck. We had... Shout out to Archon of Emeria. That game would have been over if they had a way to kill it. We were at 2 at one point. Brushfire was very scary. I don't know if I've ever thought of having to block with Valley Footcaller. What did they exile? What did they have? That was a spooky game. All right, let's run one more dub. That's all we need, right? One more dub. Get a banger draft in. This draft's gonna be good. Trust. Forge anew, huh? I do think it's very interesting. I'm looking at the Final Fantasy Secret Lair cards. We now have 2 Universes Beyond sets that give... Ooh. Oh. Heck yeah. Okay. This is a hand. This is a hand. We might need to Seagate, that's fine. As long as we can stick As Foretold, oh. Alright, we don't need to. This is the one that casts stuff for free, right? No, this is the one where we can't cast stuff. Oh. Okay, yes. It is a source of removal that we might need. Right? I don't have any spells. You got it, opponent. Do we just go for... Yeah. Just the weird value. I don't need to do that, I realized. That's fine. I forgot I had flash. Hold. Yeah. Does that say draw that card? No? Maybe? Yeah. Well, I hope you like me having free stuff. Ooh, do they have the free counter spell? Tricky. If true. Ooh la la. Alright, you've seen it, you know about it. I'm gonna try it again. They had the exile for the ley line, unfortunately. Okay. I don't think we see their commander here, right? Unless they wanted to burn their whole turn, yeah? Sure, we'll get it countered, it's fine. Right. Countered or exiled. One or the other. I'm assuming countered, though. Their control. Yeah. Counter target red or green spell. Hey. Hey, wait a minute. I can now cast a free... Aw, I can't cast a free spell. Top. I really need mana. I really need white mana. I don't have any sources of white mana. Top. Can we do that? Top. Like that. Boromir can counter their free stuff eventually. We're gonna do it like that. We will try Mana Drain. Will we try Mana Drain? We'll try... If they cast their commander, we try Mana Drain. It does not resolve. I understand. Especially if they have the free spell. This is so bad. This is so bad. So, fun fact. 4-color decks sometimes need all 4 colors. Often, actually, need all 4 colors. Grish, were you trying to try, by the way, AA dragon? Or was there a dragon in Assassin's Creed that I just do not recall? Because I'm thinking of the Beetle and Grim dragon. The Tiamat or whatever. Bro, we are struggling though for mana. Oof. Oof. I like their cat. I like both of their cats. Ancient Copper. Okay. So it was Beetle and Grim. Maybe. But for sure the Ancient Copper Dragon. Hold. Great Gonzo, let me counter your spell. Allow me to counter it. Please? I don't even know if we Roaming Throne, right? I guess Roaming Throne gives us fetch into something. Ugh. Help. Help. They didn't do the Baldur's Gate dragons, they only did the legend ones from AFR? Ah, I thought they did that for sure. Ah, yeah. They did like, Gnawbone. Gnawbone team at Ebon Death. Icing Death? Was that the one? Yeah, Icing Death. Imrith. Okay. Ancient Copper Dragon MG. So it was just a showcase foil then, wasn't it? Or just a showcase maybe? Okay, that makes sense. Alright, we got our token. It was like pulling teeth, but we got our token. We probably lost that game if they were not gone, by the way. Ooh, Mythic. We get a... Cloud. I don't know how good Cloud is, by the way, in Standard specifically. But let's use our draft token. One draft token. Enter a Premier or Traditional draft. Which one do we want to do? Borderless foil you sold 3 copies of. Alright. Until we reach 3 match losses. Or do I think I'm a better limited player? Where I do... Nope, not this. Where'd you go? Traditional draft. Where I do 3 games, but I don't make my money back if I, We'll do it. I believe. Nope. Hold. Draft token. We'll be drafting. Pass us some good things, table. Dragon Mount Golg. I'm terrified to, actually, but I will, sure. Okay, the non-foil being 70, though. Okay. But the foil being 230 makes sense. Yeah. Yeah. Best match. High to low. Card type. Foil. With the Rhystic Study being the next fewest? Okay. Shout out to Sephiroth being heckin' expensive too. Oh, these are all for foiling. Right. I forgot. Where is foil? Okay, foil Clive is 30. That's not terrible. I think I told you, Grish. I might have told the whole stream this, but my goal is actually to get the foils of all of the 16 cast. So foil Hugo Kupka, foil Benedicta, and etc. And then the dominants from the main set as well, and then try to get the voice actors to sign them. Okay. I know I said bad in standard, but yeah. I'll take Cloud. I'm not locking into Cloud unless we see a couple equipment roll by that I like. Zach's good. Zach is probably better here. Right. Zach is better here. It's definitely between Zach and Wind Crystal. Wind Crystal's just like a top-end spell, though. I'm gonna take Zach. Passing Wind Crystal feels weird, but I'm gonna take Zach. Because it is just better for my deck. We are in it to win it, not in it for the picks. Which probably means I... Ooh. Wait, hold. Destroy a creature with power 4 or greater. That's just removal. Chocobo Racetrack and Cornered by Black Mages also sound good. But we have a lot of picks left, and I kind of want to stay in color. And see what happens. If either of these rotate back around, I don't think they will, but I will consider those as my secondary color. Update the stream. Heck yeah. Alright, give me something good. You typed in Ancient Dragon, seeing Tracer Arts. How, what are they at? Good thing there's not a Byron Rosfield. Is that a dark humor joke? Hold on. Side quest, catch a fish. Warrior Sword. Yeah. Looks like he had passed. Sidecast, catch a fish. I like, because Warrior Sword doesn't actually do anything. Okay. Is this a psyop? We were just getting cards. Interesting. So he died. Stephen Critchlow died 2 years before the game came out. Oh, someone came in who sounded similar enough, maybe. Yeah, Ewan Bailey. Xanarkand for each land you control. Blitzball the Newlith. Alright, now I'm leaning towards black. Although Gyat is interesting. I actually want some equipment. Ewan Bailey. I'm curious when they switched then, because I didn't notice anything at all. Summon Anima, draw 1, lose 1, each opponent sacks and loses 3. Slash of Light is removal. This is what we want. Alright. We're kinda leaning towards Mardu still. I didn't realize, like, I had no clue at all. Alejandro Saab is trending this week. Okay. We're getting some cards. We're not locked into any of the colors. Warrior Sword. Vane's Treachery is removal. Bard's Bow just gives it reach. I'm leaning towards removal over do nothing. So I think I'll start picking up pieces of removal here and there if there's not a good pick and see what I get. But no, I think both Byron's the voice actors did an incredible job then. Queen Braun and cornered by black mages. Cornered is so good here. Braun is also good, but cornered... Alright, we're leaning away from red. Unless we get, like, some good lands or a very good red pick in pack 2 or 3. Aura and equipment cost 1 less to cast in general, so that turns these into 1-drops. Mysidian Elder or Resentful Revelation, card advantage or Wizards. As long as Cloud is equipped, if an ability causes it to trigger, that is attached to Cloud, okay. Alright, currently, equipment. Demon Wall probably comes out. Well, it does turn into a 5/5 with Menace. +1/+0, or Rat that makes a treasure. That one was pretty easy, I think. Battle Menu is a cool card. Just like looking at it, the modal aspect of it being a video game menu is so clever. Okay, sure. Make it make sense. Hello. Restoration Magic is good too. Is nobody in black right now? I think before this, nobody was in black. Alright, if Squall exists when we have Machinist... If Squall exists when we have Machinist's Arsenal, then we can cast it the turn after we play Squall. Okay. We're kind of needing 1-drops. We're a little bit lacking for 1-drops. This, but this draft so far... Let's saw Sacrifice. That's a 1-drop. Do we take the... No, we don't take the random rare that we have one of already. That's just for Commander. +1/+0 as long as you control another artifact. And we can search it out if we want to later. Or removal, which we already have a decent amount. Or Chogmoko. We'll take the little guy. The final days... How many creatures do we have so far? 7? So now we're between Final Days, Ring of Luci, which I'm not gonna go with, Vince's Limit Break. Vince's Limit Break is clever. I think we actually take Aerith. No, we take this. We'll start taking some tap down stuff later. Oh, Arden. That's good. That's really... Nobody's in black. Evil Reawakened. Return a creature card to play with 2 counters on it. We're getting so many good black cards here. Cut Rub, Self-Destruct, that guy. +3/+0, or Protection. How many equipment do we have? We have 3 equipment right now? And they're all decent. They don't do... Let's take Protection. Lolly Ho. Black Mages. Stuck in Summoner Sanctum. Let's... The card draw is good. And it's just a regular land. How many legends do we have? We have a lot of legends. Let's... If a Blitzball comes around, we might run that. I'm gonna take this guy. Things are happening. Oh, interesting. So with the official draft, like the traditional draft, you don't know who the people are. I think with the Premier draft or whatever it's called, you definitely see who's on the table. You can see the names and everything. Also, why does it say I'm Chandra? We're gonna leave Cloud as our thing. Okay, things are a little broken in draft, I'm realizing. Maybe that's the issue. When did I get Choco Kick? Was there one that I wasn't paying attention and just let happen? Was I searching something else up? That would make sense. Or it was handed to me? Maybe it was just the last card that was handed to me. So black is wide open, which means people are building like blue-red. Somebody maybe pulled like a Vivi or something. What else is blue-red? There's Shantoto. Man, look at me metagaming my draft like a plebeian. I think the blue-red people are over here. Maybe. I'm gonna cut a rat. I'm gonna cut a demon wall for now. Another Black Mage's Rod would be very nice. Because we could just stack all of our rods on Cloud. And that double triggers. Alright, well I had to ask. Another demon wall. Exile 2 cards from a single graveyard. The amount of times I've gotten Return to the Fighted recently makes me kind of want Cut Rub. But we're doing traditional. Ooh, removal? There's no other good thing. Removal. Yasmat is a card that exists for sure. Gold Saucer came back around. We'll take Insomnia, which is our actual colors. I think that has more long-term value. Protection versus... We'll take the removal. Events Limit Break rolled back around as well. Cloudbound Moogle, and then we get a... Cut Rub. Game, what are you... Remember how I was talking about I kind of want Wind Crystal? And I kind of want it to come back around, and it definitely didn't come back around? This card, by the way. This is just our best pick in this whole thing. I would maybe go Blitzball afterwards. Yes, 5 pips is a lot. When this happened... Game went crazy. Oh. Are they just handing me, like, the best deck ever so that I can fumble it? They have to be, right? We have 2 Death Touchers now. Crystal's Chosen. Leaning away from this. Definitely one of these two. Put a +1 on each creature you control, or poison the waters. I'm gonna go control. If push comes to shove, we can murder some mages. But it's probably 8 times out of 10 gonna be... reveal their hand, choose an artifact or creature, discard it. Our upper end is kind of big. Fixing is nice, especially with the double pip for Cloud and Crystal, and that's it. Catch a Fish is nice. Magic Pot is good. We don't have any recursion, so I don't want to be milling my stuff, actually. We can... let's just bin a Catch a Fish, maybe? We can take it if we need it, if we want it. But already our, curve is looking kind of crazy. Do we have enough to go mono black? Is mono black better? Vane's Treachery or Blitzball? I think Blitzball is better. Because we have we have so much removal. Vane's Treachery is good, but I kind of want to flip sack Blitzball for goal. Oh, interesting. So, not relevant for Arena, but you can sacrifice Blitzball on somebody else's turn. Keck. Okay. Yes, there's a Black Mage's Rod, but Conrad. Alright, if Conrad's in, I think Zodiark is out. Sack a creature, draw 2. Or Black Mage's Rod. How many non-creature spells do we have? Okay. I think Black Mage's Rod. Right? No, card draw. Card draw, card draw. What are you? Whenever another thing dies, buff this guy. That was close. Lose a life, make a treasure's good. Draw, discard is also good. We'll take some of the fixing now. Nah, we might go mono black here. We might go mono black here. Ring of Lucia is fine. Item Shopkeep is gone. Relentless. If we cut our white sources, what does our deck look like? If we cut everything that's white. First off, Item Shopkeep gone. We're at 51 cards. Are we just mono black? This is a deck. This deck exists. Like, we lose out on what? We only have one Black Mage Rod. What are our other equipment? We have one equipment right now. We must have unequipped some white stuff. Yeah, there's one. What does our removal look like and our card draw? Hold on. Card draw. Interaction. Card advantage. Ramp. Ramp. Removal. Card advantage or selection. Removal. We have 4 cornered by black mages, by the way. So... do we just run this? This is a really good deck, right? Side quest, Hunt the Mark. Evil Reawaken gets back a thing. I don't think our white is necessary. Yeah? This is a deck. Let's hit done. Let's go back in and look at it. Let's look at our curve. I don't remember if they see our deck when we load in. If they do, I'm gonna make it Chocobo Kick. What's our curve? 3.2. A lot of 2 and 3s. 1 6+. Conrad's insane. Zodiark is good. Like, the only thing I would consider is cutting... Well, how many legends do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4 now? So Blitzball is still good. Demon Wall... I think we just go full-on Mono Black Mage Control. Let's try it out. This was definitely some stuff that we got handed to us, though. And now Zodiark for sure hits every time we get to 5? Like, whoa. Waiting on opponent. We have to worry about our Black Mage, Poison the Water stuff. Yeah, I like this. Good hand. Grand Pulse Ochu. If they play another 2-draw... Oh, another 1/1. Ooh. Okay. That is now scary. Cast a non-creature spell. Or nothing. Okay. Fold. We're at 4 poison counters. That was my... That got scary for a second. What do they do now? They untap with Xanarcan. They have to Forest Cycle for something, it looks like. We'll play Blitzball. P the T. This means now we have any number of spells that we want to do. Probably Conrad, right? Nope, not Conrad. Alright, so they were looking for a Plains. What now? We can sack Blitzball. This deck. This deck go kind of crazy. No attacks. Look at the... Ah, I feel disgusted. I've cornered twice. Cast Big Dino. I've got bad news. I've got real bad news. Next attack. Sack the Blitzball. This deck is gross. Now we got Zodiark. Rounded down. Okay. Another one. This physically hurts me. This is disgusting. Uh-huh. Trample lifelink ward 2. Forgot about ward 2. You have any end step stuff? Nope. Okay. Gross. Absolutely disgusting. Could we have done that? No, we couldn't have done that on their turn. We just run it back. Elements of wind, water, earth. I was reading. This deck feels like we were handed white stuff, built a deck out of it, and then we're actually like, you know what? Black is wide open. This is not a keepable hand with them going first, right? No, not in the slightest. Sure. Sure. Why not? Drop you. We have to drop 2. 2. Right? Dropping 2 there was bad, but a 6-land hand was not great. Goo-boo. This deck can lose to being mana screwed or mana flooded, I suppose. That is definitely a way to go about it. Okay. What if we cut rub? Sure. It might have been better to Arden, but I wonder if they pulled a Jumbo Cactuar. No. Do we stack the Black Mage's Rod? We played a land for turn, right? So we can't do both. One, two, three, four, five, six. We can see a Dino. We can see a Yuna. We'll block here. Search for any card we want, put it on top. We'll grab Zodiark here. Will we? Hold on. We can get anything we want? I'm worried about Yuna having protection, right? We'll grab Zodiark. Alright, and this way we get to sacrifice our Black Mage and keep Arden up, right? Yeah, no blocks, you got it. Oh. Okay. Not you. Interesting. Well, now I feel like getting one of our cornered by black mages. End the turn. Your move. What do they have? Are they just bluffing? Do they have a dinosaur and they need a dino? Yeah, no blocks, you got it. Sure, I suppose. Because they are making us less and less healthy, right? Let's see what they got. Sacrifice a artifact. I'm assuming protection. Right. Right? Like... Okay, that's fine, because we get to do this now. Send in a mage. Yeah. Yeah. No attacks. What do I want here? They're probably one land oh no. Immovable object, unstoppable force, right? No attacks. No attacks. Grahatia. Alright. Other? Other. Nice. Good for us. Very good for us. Because now they have to choose between Grahatia and Diamond Weapon. Which is pretty good. They probably get rid of Graha, right? Yeah. Oh, it wasn't even... Oh. Wow. I thought it was just, any. High vein. Yeah, I'll block with this guy. Sure. Oh no. Alright, Resentful Revelation. Find me something good. Please. They sack a creature of their choice. I make a mage. Sure. They sack Vayne. I swing with Zodiark. I crack Blitzball. Maybe I draw a Cornered by Black Mages and pop off? Maybe? It'd be really cool if I did. No, okay. Sadness. On the stack. Balaam T-Rex. They gain a bit of life. Swing in, I'll block. Can be blocked except by 3 or more creatures, you say? We can do both, right? I like both. Vigilance, Reach, Trample. Let's have a revelation. I'll take you. I'll play you. I'll blow up Diamond Weapon. And now they have to block? Yeah, okay. Oh. That's in it. This deck is really good. This deck is really, really good. Also, we saw Vayne, and they have Vayne's Treachery, which is funny. Or we have Vayne's Treachery, and they have Vayne. Okay, 1 game down. Pretty good so far. Can we win our 2 more? Also, I don't know what a play-in point is. I'm gonna be brutally honest. I don't have a single clue what it is. I will, however, move this over a little. That way you can see me. I can feel the nose drip happening too. I'm gonna need to blow my nose again soon. They're choosing who goes first. We go second and get a ooh. This is not a good hand, and I cannot keep it, because if I get mana screwed, this is better. I'll put a land back. I'm gonna poison the waters, take one of their guys. Alright, well, maybe not. Summarize Katana. We're taking the Hasty Boy. Okay. If you had another mana. Oh wait, that's just ice magic. Okay. Which is good against us. We need to slow roll this. They'll absolutely counter that. At least 4 mana was spent to cast it. I guess they could do that, right? They probably want to counter this. Surveil too. I think that's just the better option. They didn't want the land. Okay. Sure. No blocks. I don't actually know if they have counter magic now. We'll build towards Relentless. Maybe they have counter magic, and if so, we got played. But if they have to ice magic their own guy, oh, that's a win for us. Now they have to commit to recasting them. Now, unfortunately, our Relentless guy is not great. Is it then? Then. Untap Cecil and transform him. Might be worth... Oh, they don't have a 5th land. They have to decide whether they cast the spell or swing the damage. Okay. I see what's up now. And if they swing, I'll for sure block. Yeah. Now they have to use the blow-up magic on Cecil if they want. Okay, interesting. Their hand seems clunky, but I guess Samurai's Katana would have been very good for them. Yeah, that's brutal. I do think we swing in with Cecil. They did get a land. They can... Alright, they can't do that now if they don't have the mana. Nope, hold. Now I have two options for them to try to decide what they want to get rid of, and both are bad for them to play against. They probably yeet Cecil, because life gain, yeah? What's up? Saw you eyeing my graveyard, what's up? Yeah. They were in a rough spot. It's kind of just generic control bouncy magic and stuff, right? Bounce magic, counter magic. Whenever you cast a non-creature... So they're going like the 4 mana route. I'm worried about Samurai's Katana specifically. I don't think I have a way to get rid of that. I think we cut a Cornered by Black Mages. No, we cut a Cut Rub. We cut a Cut Rub for Demon Wall, because Demon Wall prevents their lady from attacking into it if they don't spend 4 mana. I think that's the way we do this. Going back to your comment though, Grish, now that you mention it, I kind of find it surprising that there's not a Byron Rosfield card. Because I would have assumed that he was a pretty popular character. Alright. Which of these do I want in a deck? I've never had an Umazawa's GTA before. Blade of Selves, Sending Staff, Silence, Heroic Intervention, Thieves' Thunder Magic is just nice. Psych Rift, Primogenesis, Meteor Fall, Praetor's Grasp, Toxic Deluge, Day of Judgment. I like it. We have removal for days if we get our 3rd land. We got our 3rd land. It's going to be very hard for them to get through this. It's going to be very hard for them to get through this. Sure. Would you like to counter my 2/3 Death Toucher? That lets me tutor to the top of my deck. Would you like to bounce my 2/3 Death Toucher? Lets me tutor to the top of the deck. Probably. Mountain Cycling, really? Okay. Okay. Are they gonna let me untap with Arden? You probably shouldn't. Oh no. Top or bottom of library? Sure. This is a very, very difficult hand for them to beat, it feels like. Call the Mountain Chocobo is fine. I will not surveil. Alright, let's make them sack their little guy. This is disgusting. Brutal, even. I did not ever expect to be able to draft, mono black. Okay. Pretty good. Five mana. Pop the little guy. Swing in. Do not attack. Do not do the thing. And now we get to flip this? Right? It's 3 or more? Yeah. Okay. Is it getting hexproof and indestructible? Just indestructible. Okay, so still very weak to ice magic. Call the Mountain Chocobo? Sure. Not playing the land? Did they play a land and I just wasn't paying attention? No, okay, they're playing it main 2. Demon Wall is fine to go. I will not surveil too. Because they have stuff to deal with. Yikes. Is it sack another? It is sack another, right? Target creature you control gains when this dies, do a thing. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. The issue is now I have a kill spell. Yeah. I was gonna say, now I have a kill spell. So that's 2-0 so far. We have 1 game left. Can we secure the bag? I'm glad that I was able to process that I didn't want Cloud, despite me, like, that being... I think something that can happen with draft is that you can get lost in the sauce of your pack 1, pick 1, and be afraid to pivot away from your first color. To the point where I was very hesitant to do that, even though the deck is really good as just mono black. That is a pitfall that I think you can absolutely fall into. I like my hand quite a bit. They kept a 6-lander. Okay. Exmally. Now they do have ice magic stuff. I feel a little bad. No attacks. Vom. We'll do this. I think they have a Syncopate. Hit these cards. And no attacks. I'm good. Cast a spell you don't own. You're running 3 color. Okay. Yep. Yep. Let's not do anything fancy. And just Nazamu Trader. Lose 1, make a treasure, P the T. We're gonna throw a decent amount into something, right? Sure. Let's sack our treasure. Would you like to syncopate this? Maybe they don't have. Maybe it was just their, is it? Okay, it is syncopate. Cool. Alright, we're absolutely gonna be sacking our little guys to make them not swing with Von, because Thief's Knife plus Von plus... Yikes. Block here. Sure. I have a 6/5. Your move. That's a pretty good card. Black Mage Rod or Cecil? I'm at the point where I like the bodies. And I want to start putting damage on board too. Now they have to worry about being able to connect. It is another thought that they have to deal with. Also, I realize I do have a white card in my deck. It just doesn't need white at all. Yes. Memories returning. Reveal the top 5. They pick 1. I pick 1. They pick the other Black Waltz. It's pretty good. Yeah. I'll give you a swamp, not a mountain. Oh wait, I chose cards to get shuffled back in. Whoops. That's fine. Play a rat. Alright. Game 2? Game 2. Yep. Checking the bin out. Probably should have actually top decked, kept Arden in hand so they didn't know about Arden, but like I'm not beat up about it. Let's run it back. Known cards are shown. Face up, fully visible. No need to take notes. I would like another thing. Also, what is this plus symbol on my cursor? I don't actually know what this is. They were 3-color, right? That was the 3-color deck they were playing against? I definitely... In the 20 seconds since seeing their field, I forgot. I like this. Yes, they were, because I saw Black Waltz. Boop. Would you like to syncopate this? Yes, they would. Thief's Knife. Corner some black mages. Oh, okay, sure. Alright, we can now do things. Ether. Oh. They're in the mood to copy some spells then. Got it. We've drawn a lot of lands. We've drawn 7 lands. That means we have less lands in our deck, though. Alright, what is their spell? That's a really good spell to copy. They put one on bottom of your library. Okay. I know not to do that now. What goes bottom? Black Waltz, right? Black Waltz. They're not getting both creatures. So they took Saligin. They're not getting Vaughn. This is really good. That was a really good spell to do stuff. They took what? Stuck in Summoner's Sanctum. Okay. We will put back the body. They will put back... We will put back the body. Okay. That was pretty good for them. And I know they run counter magic, so I'm gonna do this now, main phase. Make a treasure, maybe we'll get, him. Yep, pretty boy. Now they have to worry about him. Queen Brawn. Okay. I was gonna say, you're not just gonna let Arden do Arden things, right? The answer is no. Let's tussle. I'm at a higher life total. Seven, 8. They have 8 mana. Okay, that makes sense to me. I think we just end the turn, right? We're losing this fight, but technically still healthy. They just have a huge hand of cards. I have 6 mana. You have 7 cards in bin. If you have the counter spell, it'll absolutely happen. Okay. Luckily it did not happen. I think... Do we make a 2-2? No. Let's get back a rat. We're threatening so much lethal. Yep. I was gonna say, you probably shouldn't let that happen. Memory's returning. They get Tella. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, make a guy. Okay. We get... They don't get this. Questus has to go. They probably take Black Waltz here. Yep. And then we don't give them Scorpion Sentinel. Alright, Cecil. And the final days? Do we just do this? I think we just do this, yeah. Put him at threatening lethal this turn. Hold. We're very close to a perfect record. We just send you. That's pretty good. End turn. I don't think we ever are in a situation where we block with our Black Mage, by the way. Because we have... What? We cast 4 spells? Tella. Yeah, we stop them from their card draw. You're killing me, game. You're killing me, game. It's gonna slip away if we're not careful. Oh wait, hold on. We let them connect, yeah? 7. Draw a card. We now know every card on bottom of their library, and they're all bangers, unfortunately. Alright. They saw the line. And now I have a 5/6. Your move. Wizards get a buff. I will fight this. I will fight for this, absolutely, by the way. Alright, I'm not fighting for it, I guess. Instead, I'm just dead. Got it. Close. Alright, game 3. We got mana flooded. That was the thing. 11 lands in play. How many lands are in our bin? Any? None. How many lands are in our exile? None. So we got 12 out of 17 of our lands. And that's just how it crumbled. I think we have to run it back, though. Alright, hold. Hold. I will be on the play. Yes. We sack the rat on their turn, yeah? Do we need to sack the rat? I don't think we need to sack the rat, yeah? We're just putting pressure on. Black Waltz. They have to block with all their guys? Yeah? Can you cast a bunch of spells? This game comes down to, like, the last turn. Okay. Alright, hold on. I have to think about this really, really hard. You reveal your hand. Show me what's up. Oh, I don't need to think about this. Hold. That's game. Really, really close game, but that was game. I actually should have checked to see if they had lethal on me next turn. That was very close. Alright, what is a play-in point? What is this? Use 20 to enter a qualified play-in event. Okay. How long did they last? Do they go away? Maybe not, maybe not. That's the draft, though. Easy, dropped one game. How many Benedictas do I have? One now? First bonus sheet. That's a pretty good set of packs, too. Alright. I think that's where we call the stream after a spicy mono black sweep. That probably means I'm debating streaming this. I might just record it. Just because I want to give my opponents as little advantage as possible, and technically they could stream snipe me. I understand it's probably not, but I'm anxious like that. How much is Premier Draft? 1,500? You get 2,200 for the win. How much was Homeboy Draft? Traditional Draft? 2,500. So we net 2k? Net 1k. Net 1k gems there. Oh, feels good. All right, I'm gonna be back with Animal Well or Rain World on Wednesday. Starting some more of those games that I want to work my way through, figuring stuff out. But that'll be it for today. I'll see you guys eventually. See you soon. Soon enough, we'll probably pivot back to only starting our decks where we run all common commanders, 99 commons and a commander. But I'm having a good time with Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy is very fun. So I hope you guys have a good rest of your week. It is Monday. You've got this. I will see you on Wednesday. But for now, tell the people you care about that you love them. I'll see you then. Later.